Alright, so yeah man, wagwan molweni kunjani, dumela, sawubonani, kunjani. Sigrandi. So kunjani, a lot of people don't know what a kunjani means. Mambo, niaje, poor, oh yeah, poor. So you know what I'm saying? All these African languages, like you say hello, like hello, how you doing, what's up? So like when you say wagwan, no, that's a Jamaican, right? That's Jamaican for sure. So say molo kunjani, like hey, hello. You're born dumela, like hey, what's up? How you doing? That's a Sutu or Tswana. Swahili, mambo, poor means what's up, cool. Niaje means what's going on, what's happening, cool. And another one with a uribo, that's Zimbabwe, right? That's Zimbabwe Shona, like what's up, how you doing? Assalamu alaikum. You know what I'm saying? This is Arabic. So let's go, man. It's not part of the question. Let's go to the question 8. Question A. Okay, so question A, excuse me. Okay, so they say, I'm gonna put question side a little bit right there. I hope everybody can see. Question A, they say, excuse me. They say solve the value of x and logarithm of the face plus log of x equal to 1. So we have a rule in logarithm. These are rules and you follow the rules. Let me show you the rule quick before you can start it quick. If somebody give you log addition, if somebody give you log of a plus log of b, when these logs have the same base, what is base? When there's no base, mean base under 10. You see there was no base. So you assume always base 10 if there's no base. So if the base are the same, and if it's addition here, this is same as say log, and then you multiply these logs. So it's going to be a times b, and then you can write your base. Not necessarily to write base. When you leave, means under base 10. If there's no base, these will call base. See? What you mean, man? You go so fast, man. I don't even understand. I get lost. Listen, if you say log, let me write big a little bit. Log, and then here what? Like this small letter. So this is a base, and this number in front you call what? Log. So there's a base here, and this is a log. So when you have a 2 groups or 3 groups, but the base are the same, so and is addition, so you multiply. For example, log of k and the base x plus log of p and the base x is, let's say, p plus 1 plus log of m. Okay, let's leave like that, and that base t. So you see here, let me put the other one. Let's say plus log of b and the base and x also. So you see, so you can only apply the rules so only when the bases are the same. So this, excuse me, and this one, they have the same base, so I can join them together. So because in between these two there's a plus sign, so I'm going to say log, I'm going to put the same base, so I'm not going to involve this because their base is different. So I'm going to say k, and they'll multiply by p plus 1, and there's other one, and there's a plus here, you see, so it's going to be also multiplied by b, but all of them they have the same base x, and they have a plus. So you're not going to join here. Why? Because your base are different. So right there how it is, m and the base t. That's how you're going to start from there. King of 5 on there. So that's a log rule. But when it's minus, what you do, you divide. If somebody give a log, let's say a minus log of b. So what does that mean? This time we say log of a over b. See the same base. If it didn't write, means you know it's base 10. If they didn't write, you know it's base 10. Everything is base 10. They write in the base. If they did not write in the base. So I hope everybody understand. I don't want to go deep for logarithm because this part is not about solve logarithm. So I'm saying this is about solve it. And another thing also, excuse me, before I solve the question, there is something called exponential rule of logarithm. If somebody give a log, exponential rule. Let me write here, this exponential rule. Exponential rule. So how does the exponential rule say? If somebody give you, excuse me, log x plus 2 equal to 5. So exponential rule, what you do, you take base, you push it to the forward. Let's say there's no base here, so we know it has to be base 10. So exponential rule, this is going to come here after the equal sign. So this is going to come here, so equal, is going to come straight here, and it's going to push this number to the top. So this number is going to be as a power, and then you write this logs falls away, x plus 2, and log disappear. That's exponential to power 2x. So you're going to say x plus 2 equal to 10 power 5. This 10 power 5, you're going to get, put in the calculator, you're going to get the number 10 power 5, 10 times 10 times 10 times 10, which is going to be 100,000. 1 2 3 4 5 x plus 2. So 2 go over, x equal to 1 2 3 4 5 minus 2. So x equal to right answer. That's how exponential rule work. Just one more example. For example, somebody give log, excuse me, x minus 4, and they say equal to 0. Equal to 0. Just solve. They're not going to tell you this is exponential. No, they just give a question, so it's up to you. So how did you know something exponential? Most of the exponential question, they only have a log one side. When you have a log one side is when you can apply exponential rule. Log on one side. Exponential rule when you have a log on one side. Let me write here. For exponential rule, for you to apply exponential rule, always log on one side. You have a log given. You are given a question. Log is always on one side only. Okay, just one more question. For example, log t minus 1 equal to 0. Solve it. So you see, this I'm going to have to apply exponential rule. Why? Because I only have a log on one side, on the left hand side. So what I'm going to do, for me to apply exponential rule, I have to know the base. So what is my base? Base, you know, is 10. So what happened? Exponential rule, this is going to go to the right, and then it's going to become what? 10, and this 10 is going to push this number to the top, and then right to left with t minus 1. This logs falls away, and then 1 go over. So we say, excuse me, so this is t, let me write here, excuse me. So this is going to be t minus 1, but any number power 0 equal to 1. Any number power 0 equal to 1. You watching this TV, power 0 equal to 1. So that's why we say 10 power 0 equal to 1. Anything. If you take a trillion, power 0 equal to 1. All your house and your family, power 0 equal to 1. Exponential 0, power 0. So we take this one over, so t equal to 2. That's how you do exponential rule. So now let's go back to the question and solve it. Excuse me. So now I'll just make a lot of time, because I want to make sure when you solve a question and then you are able to understand what's happening. So for this question here, they solve question A. Solve this equation. So what happened? I can apply the logarithm rule because I see what plus there. So if there's a plus, what happened? I'll multiply. But before you multiply, you must check the base. If they say base are the same, yes, you see the base are the same. Why? There's no base means we know by any means it has to be under base 10. So I'm going to push that one to the right, and then let me start to solve it here. So let me recopy the question. So the question say log. So I hope everybody can see log. So a log, and then x plus 3. So x plus 3, x plus 3, x plus 3. That's the first log, and then plus log x, log x equal to 1. So what we're going to do, we say from the logarithm, if the base is same and there's no base, means it's under base 10. So means, and there's a plus, means I'm going to multiply. If it is minus, we divide. Take these two divide. So we're going to say this multiply with that one. So say log x plus 3 times x. Times x. So say multiply. I can put times x, then put x before. Same thing. Means x times this because it's the same base. Man, so I say x multiplied by that one. I hope you can see that. So I'm saying. So what happened now? Equal to 1. Okay. So which rule? Can anybody remember here? I'm going to give you 1 second to think which rule we're going to apply and why. Oh, it's exponential. Why is exponential? Because the log is on one side. Only when it's one side we apply exponential. So what we're going to say, there's no base, so we know base is 10. And you only, we say we apply when the base are the same here. We apply this rule, bind them together when the base are the same. So the base is 10, means the same base 10. So exponential rule, this is going to go there to the right. So it's going to be equal to 10, and it's going to push that to 1, 10 power 1. And then we left only with that one, which is x plus 3. So now we can simplify. It's okay. So there we go. So that one is going to be, so it's going to be multiply in x squared minus 3x and this one come here, minus 10 equal to 0. So now let's solve quadratic as usual. It's okay. So let's simplify that one. So we can use general formula, or we can just expand normal. Excuse me. This is 3x. Man, 3 times x is x squared, 3 times x is positive 3x. So we say x here, bracket, and then write x. Which number is going to be negative 10? When you multiply x and x, you get x squared. Which number is going to give us negative 10? I think it's 5 and 2. Yes, of course, 5 and 2. So we say 5 and 2. And if it's 5 and 2, this is going to be plus and this is going to be minus. When you multiply equal to negative 10, you see, plus 5 and negative 2 equal to negative 10. Like I said, if you have a problem with the quadratic, let me know. I have a special session for quadratic. So now equal to 0. So the first one equal to 0, second one equal to 0. So x plus 5 equal to 0 and x minus 2 equal to 0. So go over x equal to negative 5 and x equal to 2. So we got two value of x. But as usual, we never get the value of x. We can conclude those are our values. So we're going to have to see if it satisfies the question. So we're going to have to check. Also, apart from that, we know for any log to work. No, this I didn't explain to you. Excuse me. Any log to work, let's say log of anything here. Let's say I'm trying to about. For this log to work, this number here has to be greater than 0. Anything here, whatever is here must be greater than 0. Let me prove to you. I'm going to say log, let's say 0, and see if it's going to work. We know for effect it's not going to work because this exactly the 0. It has to be greater than 0. How did the calculator say? See log 0 there? See log 0 there? I hope everybody can see log 0. Everybody can see that's a log 0. So I'm going to say answer. I'll say equal. How did it say? Error. So that proves to us that whatever is there, it must be greater than 0 in front of the log. Whatever is there. So this must be greater. Whatever is here. For example, if somebody give me log x minus 1. So what happened here? I'm going to say all of this. Don't say only x. All of it must be greater than 0. Means x minus 1. It must be greater than 0 for this log to work or to be defined. For the log to be defined. Means for the log to work. For log to be defined. Okay, so let's come to back to our question. So for our question, if you look careful here, excuse me, you see, for this to be defined, it means this must be greater than 0 and this must be greater than 0. See, for the function, given function to be defined, these all must be greater than 0 and this must be greater than 0. So we see x must be greater than 0 means, but this is already less than 0, so no answer. But this one we see yes, it works there. Even when you plug here, look, 2 plus 3, 5. So here we're going to have it. If you have to plug here, value of x can be log of 5, which works. Plus, I hope everybody can see that, right? I say, if you take this value here, negative 5, plug here, negative 5 plus 3, log of negative 5 plus 3 equal to negative 2. So no, it's not even working when it's negative 5. And here also it's not going to work because log of negative 5 is not going to work. And we have shown you the calculator means the value must be greater than 1. You can take your calculator test. But when x equal to 2, because we got two value of x, it's going to work because look, put 2 plus 3, 5. So log of 5, which yes, it works. Now we come here, log of what is x? 2 is going to work. Yes, it does work. So only solution set is only x equal to 2 because x equal to 2 is greater than 0. Oh, so we say only x is greater than x equal to 2 is our solution. Means this one is our solution. Why? Because for log given here, excuse me, for log, like I say, x plus 3 plus log of x mean this value, which is this one, I'm saying over and over now, must be greater than 0 and all this must be greater than 0 when you plug it in. And you have already plugged in, you have seen. So our solution, only x equal to 2. That's our solution. Our solution, x equal to 2, satisfy the equation. Satisfy given equation. Sort of my handwriting, sometimes I just like to write like this. Just for fun. I didn't mean to confuse you, but I just enjoy it. Okay. So that's a question 8. Now we go to question 9, right? So you have an question, man. I'm gonna leave the comments, and you think my video helped. Don't forget to share, subscribe, All you need, just put a little data, man. Little data. Put a little data. Watch your video so that you can learn. And write down. When you watch, make sure you write down. If you don't write down, you're not going to learn, because you're going to be watching like you watch a movie. You're going to have to practice, you know. You listen, you write down. You read the question, you write down.